Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here today in Český Krumlov, which is obviously in the Czech Republic and around 90 kilometers away from Linz, according to the navigation system, which I didn't use, and I got lost twice on the way here, but it only added another 20 kilometers, so that is manageable. Normally I don't drive any longer distances with my Maluch because I'm always afraid that something might break down, but after watching numerous videos over the last few weeks where people drive around all of Europe, I decided to do the same, even if it's on a smaller scale, because as I said, it's only 90 kilometers away from Linz. I took the chance, and of course prior to leaving home today in the morning, I checked the oil, I checked the wheel nuts, because I had those wheels fitted a couple of weeks ago, and it's always advisable to check those nuts after a couple of kilometers, which I of course did prior to leaving to Gmunden as well a couple of weeks ago, and they were still very tight. Another thing that I did was to check the oil, because these old cars tend to use a little bit more oil than regular normal cars, so I even have a spare oil can with me. But there were no issues, everything is in order. Last time when we were in Gmunden with the Fiat 126P gang, I had slight issues with overheating brakes because we were going downhill a lot, and I've been using the brakes, and that is very tough on the car, so they started squeaking. Another thing that happened at the same time was an overheating gearbox. Of course, we had 36 degrees done, which today we don't. It's still a little bit cooler because it is in the morning, but I didn't have any issues right there, even though there were some twisty roads and downhill twisty roads. No issues there. It took me an hour and a half, maybe an hour 40 minutes to get here, which is quite okay because I didn't use any autobahn. I used back roads, which is a lot nicer to drive, a lot more engaging and a lot more fun. And now I'm enjoying my break here. I'm thinking about going to České Budějovice, which is another 35 to 40 kilometers away, but I'm still undecided on that. And I'm very glad that I'm here, because I'm normally driving in and around Linz, which is quite boring, and that's a new scenery. And I've already talked to a couple of people that they are more enthusiastic about that kind of car than in Linz. Of course, we are in Eastern Europe, even though it's only the Czech Republic, but people seem to appreciate these cars a lot more here. Anyway, as I said, I'm enjoying my break, thinking about going farther, but for now that's it. See you, bye. Alright, I decided to go to České Budějovice. After all, I am here at the town square, which obviously means there's a lot of people, but just a few minutes ago a group of Polish tourists went by, and all of them took out their phones and started recording my Maluch, even though there's this fantastic background here, which definitely makes me very proud, and everyone was very nice to me, so nobody had something to complain about that my car is blocking this magnificent view. So that's that. And as I said, it's 35 kilometers after Český Krumlov. The weather is beautiful. I've enjoyed some gelato. Obviously that's Italian, but anyway, and currently I'm enjoying this beautiful views right here. The car is still performing magnificently, and there in the back is the group with the Polish tourists who are very nice to me, as I said. Anyway, I will be here for maybe another hour or two, then I'll be heading back home. And it is a very cool trip. I'm very glad that I did that, and maybe I will do more of those trips in the future. Today the next step is to get home, then check the oil again, check the brakes again, check the bolts and the screws with the car, if everything is okay. But for now that's it. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon. Bye. I'm on my way back home from, first in the morning, Český Krumlov, then I continued to České Budějovice, and now, as I said, I'm on my way back, and I took a different route and I had to visit Kreisel Electric. You may know this company. It is mostly known for transforming internal combustion engine cars into fully electric cars. And there in the back, there sits a Mercedes G-Class. And speaking of Mercedes G-Class, it is this very company that transformed former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mercedes G-Class into a fully electric one. So why am I here? Well, to be honest, thinking about changing this car to a fully electric car is something that is quite interesting, although clearly this would be a project for the distant future. The immediate future should be considering redoing the interior, as I've been talking about for years now. But changing this car to an electric one is kind of interesting. Imagine that. I'm sure it would have more torque. It doesn't matter if it would have more power or not, because 23 horsepower is sufficient for this car. It only has 600 kilograms, so having an engine with a lot more horsepower wouldn't make even that much sense. But imagine that, instead of this internal combustion engine car, having an electric battery, I guess that is something that is worth considering. And I'm very curious about your thoughts, so put them down in the comments below. What is your opinion? Should I keep considering it? Should I stop thinking about it because that wouldn't make any sense, and keep the car as it is with an internal combustion engine car, internal combustion engine obviously? But please put your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'm very much looking forward to reading them. So bye.